Hi everybody, good afternoon. It's Coach Collard here with ArizonaShortSaleTV.com. My partner Ryan Melville in the background here. He's doing a little filming. He might chime in on us, but what we're doing this week is we're going to share with you a document that we have. It's alternatives to foreclosure, and we basically believe there's plenty of reasons why short sales are a better option than most everything out there. So we want you guys to listen in, and we're probably going to do 4 or 5 videos consecutively talking about our options here. So we created this document and initially just had 9 or 10 bullet points, and then we went in and expanded it out, so we basically got a page or 2 of information on every topic. So we want to spend a day and a video on each topic. So basically options for you, the homeowner, when you're in foreclosure or when you're in a difficult, distressed financial position and maybe going delinquent. So the first option is you can absolutely do nothing. You can just sit there and let your property go to foreclosure and suffer the consequences, so to speak. And depending on your situation, there may be significant consequences or there may be light consequences. So let's talk about what some of the damaging consequences could be. Depending on your situation, owner occupancy wise, investment wise, some of what you're going to face, whether you have a cash out loan or a purchase money loan. There's a lot of factors that go in, but the state of Arizona generally is a non-deficiency judgment state. So there's a lot of people that, if they go to foreclosure, will be excluded from the deficiency conversation. That could be good in your favor. On the other hand, there's plenty of reasons why that wouldn't be. So what we're always going to recommend to you, if you're looking at letting your property go, to go speak to an attorney, a real estate attorney, not just an attorney, and don't go off with somebody I heard. Make sure you address and sit down with a real estate attorney to talk about what your deficiency likelihoods would be, as well as we're going to recommend you talk to a tax accountant or a CPA that knows about real estate, because there's consequences tax-wise from a forgiven debt, even if it's foreclosure. And that's why we're not a huge proponent of it. A lot of people do that unknowingly, not knowing they're going to have a tax liability for the deficiency on a foreclosure, because they think the only liability goes with the financial side. They forget about the tax side. That's one thing. Now there's some other concerns for you from a credit perspective down the road, where you're just like, oh, we'll just let it be and it's not a big deal. One of the things, and we've done a video on this before, that you're going to run into is that, let's say you went 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, 150 days, 180 days, and then let's say 210 days late on your mortgage. That's basically 7 months. During that time, the bank hasn't gotten to foreclosure yet, and finally one day they end up foreclosing. You've basically done the worst thing to your credit that you can ever do, which is a foreclosure. A lot of times people come in and they'll ask us to short sell to save them from foreclosure, but unless the credit and how it's reported down the road is fixed, you're still going to have that issue of foreclosure. Is that the end of the world? No, it's not, but it is damaging to your credit, and we want you to know that. It's generally speaking going to be 3 to 4 years before you can buy again after a foreclosure. I believe right now, Ryan, it's 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe more than that, but
4 to 5, yeah.
I think maybe FHA. You have to check me on the guidelines. I think FHA might do 3 years from foreclosure, but I'll have to check that. They change all the time. But the point is when you have a foreclosure, you're looking at least 4 years out from buying again, and that's damaging to your credit. So again, one of your options, let your house go to foreclosure. We just want you to be empowered and understand some of the things that could happen to you because of it. Now,
you mind if I chime in real quick? I want to say something here. What you say, let these homes go to foreclosure. On the other side of this, we did a video yesterday for Monday.
Yep.
Demonstrating a home that we purchased at trustee sale. Another aspect of the business, but it's amazing looking at a list of homes. Let's say every day there's 200 homes that go to auction. Let's say there's 500. Half of those get postponed to go back to the bank. But of that other half, it's amazing how many of those are not even listed.
Right.
They're nowhere on the MLS. There's no attempt of a short sale. We drive the property, they're gone, they've up and left. I mean, it's just, they've just basically given up when basically at the beginning they could have got us and stopped that. But it's so many of them, there's no activity on them.
And based on what we hear in the industry, we think that if there's going to be a target on anybody's back in the future, it's going to be the person that ducked their head and didn't do anything.
Sure.
And basically just let their house go. I'm not saying that I necessarily agree 100% with the responsible citizen conversation as far as what you're required to do, but it wouldn't hurt you to go through the process to talk to a real estate agent, list your property, get it ready for a short sale, work through the short sale process, and then if it forecloses, you've already accepted that ultimate worst case scenario, if you will, and it's not the end of the world, but at least you made the attempt to do something from a social standpoint that's a little more socially responsible, and you won't have that target on your back potentially. So, there's a lot of concerns and questions around that, but there's a lot of fear-based conversations that go on, especially in the media, around foreclosures. And we want you guys to reach out to us and simply ask questions. What are my concerns if I have a foreclosure? What do I need to be worried about deficiency-wise? What do I need to look at from a tax deficiency-wise? Who do I need to talk to? Guys, we've got people that we have relationships with. We've established cost-effective and value-add consultations and stuff with them, and we're glad to refer you to those people. So call us, reach out, email us. We'll respond back with a video for you with a private link. We'll do all sorts of things to empower and educate you, and we want you guys to see that. So just kind of summarizing here, from the alternatives to foreclosure, one of your options is just to let your property go, and we understand when a person's in that. We're not necessarily the proponent for that, but we understand that you're looking at that. We just want you to know the consequences that come with it. And we only talked about a few today. There's many, many more we can go into, and if you want to talk about those, reach out to us. Let us know down at the link on the bottom, and we can actually even send you this form. I think it's over this way, right, Ryan? On the
down, yep, down a little bit there, right there.
Down a little bit.
Yep.
It's a big yellow book, and it says free ebook, and we'll send this to you if you like what we're talking about and want to be educated, informed in it. And we've got other options, so we'll go through the deed in lieu.
What's tomorrow's topic?
Bankruptcy.
What's the next one on the
tomorrow's
list?
topic is pay off or refinance, and we can talk about short refis. We can talk about refinances. We can talk about sometimes why refinances don't work.
Okay.
And we can save you, the client, a lot of time knowing some simple questions to ask on the front end, not to waste your time with a loan application if you really have no shot to qualify. So little things you could do to empower yourself to make the whole thing around foreclosures and the alternatives less intimidating, and you to be more empowered so you can sleep at night. That's our ultimate goal. So it's ArizonaShortSaleTV.com signing off. We'll see you soon. Thanks for your time.